Hi guys, Rob here. Let's take a look at the new reference functionality that we've got set up. I'm logged in as an instructor, and I'm going to go to my profile, and here's the references section. Now, there's something to say about this. The only instructors that get references at all, where this button shows up, is if this is the net first time, their first year that they've come in. So when Josephine comes in next year, then references is not going to show up. All past instructors' references should not be there for them. So this is only for the first year instructors. So I go to my references tab, and this is expanded quite a bit. So there's just a bit of a description on what to do. And you'll see there's two reference sections, reference number 1 and reference number 2, and they're the same. And so what we're asking the instructors to do, the instructor applicants to do, is to put in the name and the email address primarily of their references. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And once that's done, then I am going to click send email. And that is then going to fire an email off to this email address. And I'll show you what the body of that email looks like. So this is what the reference sees. It's from the club name, and then the subject is reference for, and then the person. And the email looks like this. So just a bit of a paragraph describing what we're looking for, and then they can either click to do the reference, or they can say, yeah, I'm not really going to do a reference for this person, or they can call the, well, it turns out this is James. It turns out that this will be the administrator, the administrator for the club as set up in your club settings. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the reference. And then they get, again, a bit of a description, and they can go ahead and fill this out. And when I'm finished, I click save and send, and then they just get a thank you. All right, let's go back to Josephine's profile and see what that would look like. And now I can see that whoever this Dave, I can see that Dave, that the email was sent and that the response was received on October. Now, the instructor doesn't know, it doesn't have visibility into what the reference said or whether it was positive or negative. All right, I'm going to do my second reference. Typically the instructor, right, they would fill this out, and then they would do their second person, and then they would fire that one off immediately. So they would do number 1 and number 2. So that's the end of the story as far as the instructor goes. That's all they have to do. So her references, it says yellow because this person, Sally Smith, has not responded. So the onus is somewhat on the instructor in order to make sure that their references get back to them. And we'll take a look at how we manage that. Just for a change of pace, we're going to pretend we are Sally Smith, and we're going to say, nah, I don't want to do a reference. So clicking that, then Sally gets a note that says, we respect your choice not to give a reference. And then in this instance, looking back at Josephine's profile, we can see now that her reference is red. And the reason for that is because this person has declined. And so essentially she only has one reference in there. And then her option would be to take the reference out and enter a new one. And when she's done, she can then send off that email. So now playing the role of Patty Petal, I'm going to do the reference for Josephine. Now let's take a look at it from the manager's perspective. So I am the program coordinator. I'm sitting in my my instructor registration panel, and I'm going to take a look at Josephine's profile. I see that her referencing is green. That's nice. Take a look at it. And now there's something new here. So we now, because we're an administrator, we get this new block of fields and controls. And so here we see that The second person, the first person passed, so everything is good. So it took a quick look at the radio buttons on the reference, and they're all good. If we can look at the reference by clicking the button, and we're going to do that down here because here we see that the score is actually a fail. So let's take a look at that reference and see what's going on. So now we can read the information that the person entered, and we see that they didn't really maybe read them properly, and they clicked everything as a yes, and when the question was, were there issues with Josephine's attendance record, probably should have been no. Punctuality probably should have been no. So perhaps the administrator calls the reference, whatever, decides that you're going to make a change or not. So she's got some choices here. The administrator can unlock this reference and then go ahead and change those. Looking at Josephine's profile now, we see that her references now, they've both passed. There's some other choices that you have as a coordinator. For example, I could go into the reference, and regardless of what was in here, I could just pass it. So now I've manually passed this. It was said it was manually passed. So regardless of what the referee says, if you as a coordinator decide you want to take this, you can just pass it, and then it's considered passed. And looking at Josephine's profile now, I see that it was manually passed. I happen to be Diana Hogan. Some clubs would like to record the fact that it has actually been reviewed. And so to review the reference, I would click it, I would read the reference, and then I would say set to reviewed. And then if I change my mind, I can unset, but now it's been reviewed. So again, taking a look at the profile. That now says that it's being reviewed. Perhaps you have a reference that wishes to speak to you on the phone, or you want to do a phone interview. Then you would go to the profile, to the reference, and you would click on View Reference. You would unlock it, and then you would go ahead and fill it in. As the administrator, you have the option to use a report to watch how your references are going. You can go to Tools, Coordinators menu, okay, Tools, Coordinators menu, and then under Instructors, right here, under Instructors, there's Reference Manager. Defaults to the season, and again, the only people who are going to show up here are your instructors who are new this year, never registered before. So this is their first season with you. And here's so we see for each person, we see 2 references. We see that Amelia has 2 that are incomplete. We can look at her profile, go to her references, and we can see that she didn't enter anything. Okay. And there is no reference to look at, but if we wanted, we could go in here and we could complete the reference. If it's somebody we're speaking to, we can set it to past. All the things that we could manage from the profile, we can manage here as well, because this takes us in. So we could sort by, look for failures, for example. And yeah, so this is an overall management report that you can use to see everybody in a tabular format. And last but not least, how do you turn references on for your club? Tools, Club Admin. This is a test, see if I can find it. Club Setup, Club Config, Instructors and Volunteers, and ask instructors to provide a reference when they register. And that's going to turn that on, and that will turn references on for your club. And as always, if you have any questions, please contact myself or Amy or Sarah, and we will be happy to help you out. Thanks for listening.